watching these videos. In this video, I am explaining definite integration MCET problems, and this is the video number 3. And the students who will follow these videos will definitely get very good marks in the coming MCET examination. So all of you watch the videos, make the notes, practice the problems, okay. And in the description, I am giving the practice problems PDF of the definite integration. So after watching the video, all of you once open the description and watch the PDF and solve those questions also. And those are also very important. Okay, let us start the class. This is sum number 38. Integral 0 to 50 x minus step x into dx is equals to. Now what is step x first here? Step x is equals to, what is the value of the step x? This is the greatest integer function. Suppose the value of the step 1.2 is equal to 1. Okay. That is the greatest integer involved in the given number 1.2. What is the integer in this number? That is equals to 1. Here we take the step x value like that. In this way we can take the step x value. Okay. And we have one formula here. That formula is equals to integral 0 to np f of x into dx is equals to n into integral 0 to p f of x dx, where p is the period of the given function. What is the meaning of the periodic function? F of x plus p is equal to f of x. If f of x plus p is equals to f of x, then the function is said to be the periodic function, and we can apply this formula to the periodic function where n is the number and p is the period of the function. And see here, period of the function x minus step x is equal to 1 here. Now I take the given quotient is equals to integral 0 to 50 into 1. I can take the given quotient as here integral 0 to 50 into 1. Okay. And this is x minus step x into dx, and this is in the form of integral 0 to np f of x, where 1 is the period of the function, n is the number. So by applying this formula, then we get 50 into integral 0 to 1 x minus step x. Okay, 50 into integral 0 to 1 x minus step x. Now what is step x value here? 0 to 1. When we take any number in between 0 to 1, suppose I take 0.5, step of 0.5 is equal to 0. Okay, the greatest integer. Step of 0.5 is equal to 0, then this total value becomes 0. So the quotient becomes 50 into integral 0 to 1 only x dx, since this value becomes 0. Okay. Now taking the integration and replacing the limits values. What is x integration? X square by 2. Now replacing the limits values, this is 50 into 1 by 2. 1 by 2 minus 0, that is 50 into 1 by 2. So the answer is equals to 25, and that is the first option. Okay, very easy. When we have the step x function in the given quotient, then first we have to check whether it is a periodic function or not. If it is a periodic function, applying this formula and taking the integration like that. Next question, sum number 39, integral 0 to 100 by square root of 1 minus cos 2x into dx. And this is the periodic function with the period pi. That is, just I take this quotient is equal to 100 into 0 to pi. Pi is the period, so writing the constant before the integration. That is 100 into integral 0 to pi square root of 1 minus cos 2x. Now we have to take the integration to this quotient. What is 1 minus cos 2x formula? 1 minus cos 2x is equal to 2 sin square x, square root of 2 sin square x, where 100 into root 2 is the constant, so taking the constant before the integration, remaining value square root of sin square x, that is equals to sin x dx. And what is sin x integration? Sin x integration is equals to minus cos x. Now replacing the limits values. What are the limits here? 0 to pi. Now this is equals to minus 100 root 2 into cos pi is equal to minus 1, minus cos 0 is equal to 1. Therefore the answer is 200 into root 2. Okay. The answer is 200 into root 2, that is the third option. That's all. Next question, sum number 40, integral 0 to 100 sine of x minus step x into pi into dx. Okay, so step x, here we have the step x function x minus step x, that is step x means this is the function of the period is equals to 1. So I take the given quotient is equals to 100 into integral 0 to 1. 100 is equals to 100 into 1. Okay, writing the constant before the integration. 100 into integral 0 to 1 sine of x minus step x into pi into dx. Okay, and 0 to pi, when we take any number here, this becomes 0. Okay, step of 0.5 is equal to 0. Now the quotient becomes 100 into integral 0 to 1 sine of x into pi, that is sine pi x into dx. Now taking the integration to this quotient, this is equals to 100 into, what is sin x integration? Minus cos x. So this is sin ax, that is minus cos ax by a. where the limits are 0 to 1. Now writing the constant first here, minus 100 by pi into cos pi x is equal to minus 1, cos 0 is equals to 1. Therefore, the answer is equals to 200 by pi, and that is the second option. That's all. Next question, sum number 41, limit x tends to 0, integral 0 to x sine cube t into dt by x power 4 is equals to. Okay, limit x tends to 0. First, to taking that x is equal to 0 directly in the given question, and we have to check what it returns. When we take x is equal to 0, integral 0 to 0, that is this total value becomes 0 here. And x power 4, taking x is equal to 0, then this value becomes 0. So it returns a value 0 by 0, that is applying the L'Hospital rule. What is the L'Hospital rule? Limit x tends to 0, derivative of f dash of x by g dash of x. Okay? So to apply the derivative to the numerator value, we have one particular formula, that is Leibniz rule. That Leibniz rule formula is equals to d by dx of integral phi of x to psi of x f of t dt is equals to f of phi of x into phi dash of t minus f of psi of x into psi dash of x. So this is the formula for finding the derivative to the numerator value. That is, to find the derivative to the integration part here, this is the formula. Okay, so applying that formula here, so this is equals to, so here direct substitution returns the value 0 by 0. Now doing the derivatives to both numerator and denominator, that is applying the L'Hospital rule. For that we are applying the Leibniz rule formula to the numerator to get the derivative to this part. Okay, that is, so what is the formula here? D by dx of this value is equals to, derivative is equals to f of psi of x into psi dash of x. That is simply replacing the upper limit in the given function, that is sine cube x. Okay, simply replacing the upper limit in the quotient into again x derivative, upper limit derivative. What is x derivative? 1 minus, now replacing the lower limit in the given function, that is sine 0 is equal to 0 and 0 derivative is equal to 0. So this is the numerator value. This is the value obtained by applying this formula. Okay, pi, what is x power 4 derivative? 4x cube. Now clearly this is in the form of sin x by x, and that is equals to 1. So answer is equal to 1 by 4, that is equal to 0.25. That's all. And that is the first option. So to find the derivative to the numerator, here we have to apply the Leibniz rule, and this is the formula for finding that value. Okay, that's all. Next problem, sum number 42, limit x tends to 0, x square by integral 0 to x tan inverse t. Okay, so first doing that, x is equal to 0, substitution in the given question directly, x is equal to 0, the numerator returns here 0 by, what is denominator? Integral 0 to 0, that is also equal to 0. So it returns the value 0 by 0, that is applying the L'Hospital rule, that is equals to limit x tends to 0. Limit x tends to 0. What is the derivative of the x square? X square derivative is equal to 2x. Now what is the derivative of this part? Applying the Leibniz rule. D by dx of this value means applying the Leibniz rule. What is Leibniz rule? Replacing the upper limit in the given quotient. Replacing the upper limit in the given quotient, that is tan inverse of x. Replacing the upper limit in the quotient, that is tan inverse of x into again x derivative is equal to 1. Okay, minus, now replacing the lower limit in the quotient, tan inverse of 0 into again 0 derivative is equal to 0. So clearly this is equals to limit x tends to 0, 2 by tan inverse x by x. This value becomes 0, and this is tan inverse x by x, and limit x tends to 0, tan inverse x by x is equals to 1 here. So answer is equal to 2, and that is the second option. That's all. Next question, sum number 43, integral 0 to mod x plus mod x minus 1 into dx. Now this is equals to integral 0 to mod x dx plus, now I split the integration to the second part like that, integral 0 to 1 mod x minus 1 dx plus integral 1 to 2 mod x minus 1 dx. Since this is the combination of the 1, here we have the number 1 in the given function, so we are splitting the limits values like that, and this is equals to integral 0 to positive value, so mod x returns the value plus x. So in this interval the value of the function is equal to plus x here, and this is integral 0 to 1. 0 to 1, we are taking the value lies between 0 to 1. If suppose I take 0.5 here, 0.5 minus 1, 0.5 minus 1 is equal to minus 0.5, means it returns a negative value. So here we take the function value is equal to 1 minus x, minus of x minus 1, that is 1 minus x, okay, into dx plus integral 1 to 2, here we are taking the interval 1 to 2, when we take the number 1.5 and replacing that value here, 1.5 minus 1. 1.5 minus 1 is equal to 0.5. It is a positive value. So we take that this value is equals to x minus 1. Okay. Here we get the value negative value. So we take here minus of x minus 1, that is 1 minus x. Now taking the integrations, x integration x square by 2 where the limits are 0 to 2 plus 1 integration x and x integration x square by 2 where the limits are 0 to 1, x integration x square by 2 and 1 integration x where the limits are 1 to 2. Okay, now finding the answer to this one. So first replacing that 4 by 2, that is 2 minus 0, and here 1 minus 1 by 2, replacing upper limit 1 minus 1 by 2, that is 1 by 2, 0 minus 0, that is 0, plus 4 by 2, that is 2 minus 2. 2 minus 2 is equal to 0 minus 1 by 2 minus 1. 1 by 2 minus 1 is equals to minus 1 by 2. That is 0 minus minus 1 by 2. Okay. So the answer is equal to 2 plus half is equal to 3. That's all. 3, and that is the last option. Okay. Next question, sum number 44. Integral 2 to 5 mod x minus 2 plus mod x minus 5 into dx. Now this is equals to integral 2 to 5. When we take any number in between 2 to 5, what it returns? Suppose I take 3 here. 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 is equal to plus 1. Means it returns the value plus 6 minus 2. Okay. And when I take any value lies between these two and replacing that value here, what it returns? 3 minus 5. 3 minus 5 is equal to minus 2. Returns a negative value. That is, we take a reverse value 5 minus 6. Okay. So when we take the value lies between these two in the first expression, returns the positive value. When we take any number lies between and replacing that value in the second expression, replace a negative value, that is 5 minus 6. Now here these two terms gets cancelled. So this is equals to integral 2 to 5 3 dx 5 minus 2, and integration is 3x where the limits are 2 to 5. So answer is equal to 3 into 3, that is equals to 9. Okay, and that is the last option. Next question, sum number 45. If a less than 0 less than b, then what is the value of the integral a to b mod x by x? Okay. Now we want this value. Here two conditions are given. So first check the two conditions. What is the first condition? A less than 0. A less than 0 means this is a negative value, means just I take that a is equal to here minus 1. Okay. A less than 0 means negative value. So I take that a is equals to minus 1. And what is the second condition? B greater than 0. B greater than 0 means positive value, means I take that b is equals to 1. Okay. Okay. Now the given interval is equals to integral a to b the function, that is I split the integral as a to 0 mod x by x into dx plus integral 0 to b mod x by x. Just I am splitting the integration like that, and this is equals to, so what is a value here? Minus 1 to 0, that is negative values. Negative values means we take the mod x is equal to minus x. So this becomes minus x by x into dx plus integral 0 to 1, positive values. Positive values means we take that mod x is equals to x here. Okay. The first interval we take that mod x is equal to minus x, and in the second interval we take that mod x is equals to x. Now what is the integrations? Minus 1 integration minus x where the limits are a to 0, and 1 integration x where the limits are 0 to b. Now replacing the limits values, minus of 0 minus a plus b minus 0. That is the answer is equal to a plus b. Okay. And that is the third option. Next problem 46. If 0 less than a less than b, then integral a to b mod x by x into dx is equals to. Mod x by x into dx is equal to. Okay, listen. What is the condition here? A greater than 0. Here given that the two values are the positive values. A greater than 0 and b greater than 0. Both are the positive values. Okay. That is integral a to b. Both are the positive values means we take the interval suppose 1 to 2. We take the interval suppose 1 to 2. Then it is the positive value. So mod x value becomes plus x here. Since both are the positive values, so mod x is equal to plus x. That is equals to 1, and 1 integration is equals to x, and replacing the limits value. So answer is equal to b minus a. And that is the last option. Okay. Next question, sum number 47. Integral 0 to 4 log of step x into dx. Okay. Now I split the given question as integral 0 to 1 plus integral 0 to integral 1 to 2 plus integral 2 to 3 plus integral 2 to 4. Okay. I am splitting the integration like that in this intervals 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. Now here 0 to 1. 0 to 1 means what is step x value? Always remember that we take this value as the step x value. Log 0, this value is not defined, so we don't take this case. And second value, replacing x is equal to 1 here, that is log 1. Log 1 is equal to 0. And next value, replacing x is equal to 2 here, this becomes log 2. And next value, replacing x is equal to 3 here, this value becomes log 3. Okay, simply to take the function's values here, first just simply taking the lower limit value in the step x value, that is log 0, that is 0, log 1, that is 0, log 2, that is log 2, log 3. So this is equals to, what is log 2 integration? Log 2 integration is equals to x, where the x limits is equal to 2 to 3, since this is the constant. And this is log 3 integration is equals to x, where the limits are 3 to 4. So answer is equal to log 2 plus log 3. 3 minus 2 is equal to 1, 4 minus 3 is equals to 1. Log a plus log b is equals to log ab, that is equal to log 6. That's all. And this is the third option.